Alright YouTube, so here it is. The video I've been promising you guys for a minute. So we did the Denali Ultimate, we did the standard Denali, we did the standard AT4, but now we got the AT4X, the big boy, the Mag Daddy for the AT4 line. So we're going to go over a few differences and what makes this AT4X unique so you can understand what you're looking for before you get into the dealership. So you can understand the differences, why you're spending that little bit of extra money to get you one of these AT4Xs versus a standard AT4, whatever else you might be shopping for. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Alright YouTube, jumping straight into the exterior on the AT4X. The grille is the first thing we're going to look at. Obviously that's the first thing you see on a vehicle. We're going to jump right into the AT4X badging. This is going to be unique to the AT4X. Obviously with an AT4 you get different badging for the AT4X. Another thing you kind of notice right off the bat is the trim. It's a unique trim. You're only going to find it here with the AT4X. Kind of a faded bronze finish. We really like the trim. Carrying over to the same trend, you got the same bronze finish around the badging. In this vehicle in particular, the AT4X, you're only going to have the 6.2 option, whereas on before in the other video we used the diesel, the 3.0. The 6.2 is the engine that you're going to get on the AT4X. This AT4X in particular has the painted wheel arch moldings. It's not going to be that. You're going to get the black trim, kind of the standard AT4 look, but this one in particular has the arch moldings. Moving on to the wheel and tire setup, we're going to have the 18-inch wheels and an all-terrain tire. Pretty much what you're looking for and what you see here is a typical, more of an off-road setup than a 22-inch wheel or a 20-inch wheel, as you see in the other videos and on the other trim levels. Another thing that is not standard for this vehicle that's been added is the high clearance steps. I think it looks great. Maybe hop down in the comments and let us know what you think. Obviously our AT4X badging. This truck is going to stand out on the road. That's the exterior.
So we're going to go into the one thing that makes the AT4X unique. This is kind of my wheelhouse. I'm a mechanical type of guy. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys that. But big shout out to Anthony. He did a good job on the portion that he did. But getting right into it, this truck comes with the DSSVs. If you don't know what the DSSV is, it's a unique suspension that General Motors kind of pioneered for road vehicles. So they started it off with the ZR2 Colorado, then they added it to the ZL1 10E Camaro, and now the ZR2 Silverado have it, as well as the GMC AT4X. Now you're probably asking, is this all I have to spend my money on? Am I just getting suspension? Well, also keep in mind, Ford with the Raptor, they got Fox shocks tuned uniquely for their truck. Dodge and Ram, they kind of have the same thing on the Rebel and the TRX as far as their unique suspension. And General Motors did the same thing, but they did it in-house. So instead of going to Fox shocks to get their unique suspension, this truck was tuned in-house at General Motors. The DSSVs, they're very rugged, they're very tough, they're used to abuse. Like I said, GM pioneered this for road use because it came from off-road vehicles. That's why I was on the ZR2 at first. So, in short, this suspension is perfect for what this truck is capable of. With the addition skid plates, your wheels and tire combination that gives you a little bit higher clearance, and the electronic lockers, front and rear, that the truck can lock on its own or you can manually activate, it makes it a true off-road machine. Now, let's be honest, is it the fastest truck on the road? No, but it will perform where you need it to perform, where it's made to be. So keep that in mind when you're looking for this truck. When you're shopping for those other trucks, just remember, what am I using this truck for? Are you going 150 miles an hour on the highway? Probably not. I wouldn't really recommend it in a truck anyway. But I just wanted you to keep those things in mind while we go through the rest of the video.
Alright, so another thing we wanted to point out was the multi-pro tailgate. Not just the typical multi-pro tailgate, but this actually has a standard feature that a lot of people ask about on the prior versions, the prior editions. It has the kicker. Basically, you get an additional speaker, additional setup that you can use. A lot of people might use it for tailgating. It's basically just an audio system that you get to kind of upgrade your experience with the truck.
So there it is. We tried to give you the differences, what you get on the exterior for the AT4X. Like I said earlier, shout out to my boy Anthony, going through the truck with me, sticking around with me, and giving me the information that we wanted to give you guys on what made the AT4X different. But we're going to jump into the interior because that's where the big differences are. That's where the unique trim, finishes, and everything like that are. So let's go ahead and get into it. Continuing on to the interior, the fine details, the small little differences is really what makes these trucks unique. Here being the red stitching on the AT4X, it's a good addition to the truck, really makes it look good and kind of completes the look, as well as your AT4X badge here on the door panel. Now you get your embossed leather here, something that really makes the truck look a little bit more rugged, a little bit more off-road, and your AT4X door sill plate here on the door sill. Going into the rest of the interior, starting with your seat, right under the headrest, you get your AT4X badging here. And going down to the rest of the seat, something that's a great addition, something that was needed on these 1500 trucks, is your massage seats. So your controls are here for the massage seating, and it pops up on the screen on how you activate it and the different modes that it can go through. But like I said, just the seating is a big upgrade, different from the AT4 without the Kalahari inserts. You get your perforated leather, kind of with your embossed leather finish and some red stitching all throughout the seat and throughout the whole interior of the truck that really adds on to the differences. Another thing is you're going to get your leather wrap handle right here. That's something that they really talk about in the advertisement for this truck, but it's there. Your heads-up display is here as well, and your rear view camera mirror. The technology on this truck is standard. You don't have to add it, you don't have to option for it, it just comes with the truck. We got to keep in mind, this is the highest option off-road truck that GMC offers, so all that stuff is already here. You don't have to go for it and add it to your build or add it to your truck. You also get your suede headliner. It's something that they've kind of added into trucks over the years, and now General Motors has finally followed suit and added your suede headliner. Now, one thing that everybody's really in love with is going to be the added screens, the bigger screens that we have been able to get in these new trucks that before General Motors just didn't offer. So you have your driver infotainment screen there that you're looking at. That gives you all the information. As you can see, this truck's about to turn off here in a minute because we've been running it so long. And you have your bigger screen here, the screen that everybody really wanted, everybody asked for, and General Motors finally delivered with your Google integrated into the screen. It's a good addition, something you can use, you'll love, and something that's kind of familiar to a lot of users out there. You get your electronic precision sifter. That's something that we've already hit on in a lot of the other videos. And there's the truck, it's yelling at me, it just shut down, but at least you know you won't run out of gas if you keep it idling forever. Now going through the rest of the interior, you got some more embossed leather here with some more black trim. The trim, the fit, and the finish, I probably said that 2 or 3 times already. That's really what makes this truck unique and really adds on to what you're buying, why you're spending this money to get this truck. Alright, so there it is, YouTube. The AT4X, the video that I really wanted to give you guys, something that I really was looking forward to. So hopefully you see the differences and kind of what makes the AT4X unique. Like I said, it shares some things from the ZR2 Silverado, it shares some things from the Denali Ultimate, but it's still a unique truck and something that GMC is proud of. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like this video, drop some comments down below, tell me what you think. But other than that, this is Stan. Everybody have a good day.